Welcome to Iron Lotus Tai Chi. So again, we're going to have a bit of a look at the moves in the Beijing 24. In the first part of this, we looked at the commencing and the little bit of compression there as we come up and that little bit of spiral. We looked at the parting the wild horse's mane, coming forward, turning, opening up. Okay. This one we're going to look at the move at the end of the third part, the wild horse's mane. So at the end of the third one is here. There's a turn of the body and we're clearly pivoting around this front hip. So this front hip we're trying to keep really quite still, and we're turning the arms like this, okay? So again, if you think about a strike coming in here, and if I turn like this, this again is going to deflect a strike, okay? So we're in this position and we turn. And we take that turn, stretches this back leg, we let it come in, and then we rock back, we draw up, and we brush the knee for white crane and an empty step. Okay, so if I do that from side on, actually what I'll put it together from the beginning of the form, okay? So beginning of the form, pretty much feet fairly close together, stepping out, feeling the rhythm of the breath, sinking the tailbone, little bit of compression in, little bit of spiral in the wrists, little bit of separation again, back to waist high. Turning the body, drawing in to hold the ball. And this point here, the Hergu point, we want to roll in this way, and that'll give us that deflection, stepping across, wait for it, open up, and then sink. Okay, we rock back, front hip back and down, try not to pop it up like that, try and let it sink down and back, and turning, hold the ball, compress the ball in. Again, this point here between thumb and forefinger, the Hergu point, we roll in, we step, wait for it, open up, and then sink. Okay, one more time, rock back, turn, palms are facing each other to squash the ball, and then we're rolling this arm until this point is pointing back in towards us, and then opening up. Okay, that's the three of those. And then we turn the palms to face each other and we pivot around this front hip. This one rolling in so that it's going to deflect any punch that comes in, and then weight back, turning to the right. And here, this is just a release. Empty step for white crane. Okay. Doing that section a few times till you're comfortable with it. The next little transition I find a lot of people struggle to remember. Okay, so we'll just do that little piece and then we'll have a look at the transition. Okay, so we start from already stepped out. Nice upright stance, like there's a string on the crown of the head. Tailbone drops a little as the arms come up and in towards each other a bit. Elbows drop and then down to waist height. Turn, separate, splitting energy, drawing back in, turning this Hergu point in, step across, wait for it to open up, letting that back heel go back. If you have not stepped into a broad stance, that back heel will not turn and you will not be comfortable, okay? So you need to make sure you step rather than just straight ahead, cross to the left, okay? We rock back, we turn, and again, turning the body fairly strongly, keep the body turned, step forward, and then open up, sink. Rock back, dropping hip down and in, turn, squash the ball. Again, rolling this left Hergu point here in, and we step, we open up, and we sink. Turning the body, half step in, blocking any punch here, and then dropping our weight back to right, turning. This one's protecting the side of the head, and then release, empty step, white crane. Now, the next little transition move between this and the brush knee move has two blocks. So we're in our white crane position, empty step there, but not pushed up. That leg is heavy. It's got no body weight in it, but it's heavy, okay? and then we turn the body, and you can think of this as being a block or like a slap. Often when I say a block, people do this quite short, quite close. When I say a slap, people tend to like reach out. So if you're thinking about, you know, your least favourite politician perhaps, you're reaching out quite long to give them a slap, okay? The body turns back again, and then we draw right fingers up, left toe in to set up for brush knee, okay? Now again, if I do this facing the camera in this white crane position, often as well what will happen here is people will do this with their arm, it's all coming from the shoulder. I'll do this with the arm, it's all coming from the shoulder, and then they'll pull their foot back in, and there's no centre, no body turn, okay? So we really want to make sure that this arm, we're not adding any effort here at the shoulder, we're turning the body. Once it's already going, we let it go a little further, it comes down, other one comes up, and again we turn the body, okay? Then this right one comes up, left toe comes in, and we're set up ready for brush knee, okay? And that little transition tends to trick people a bit, so we'll just do it again with me facing the camera and then one more with me going that way, okay? So from the end of our last part, the wild horse's mane, we're going to do our half step in, turning to the left, and then we're going to turn back to the right, bringing that one up. The body is now facing out to the right. We allow it to relax to centre, brush the knee, empty step. Again here we turn the body left to block across. Then we let the body turn back to the right, and then we draw up, and then we're ready for our brush knee move. Now I'll try and mirror that as well, because some people will find that a bit easier if I mirror that, okay? Okay, so we've got right hand up here, left one down here. We'll go from part the wild horse's mane again, okay? So we're parting our wild horse's mane, and then we're stepping in with our right foot, turning our body, and then dropping back to the right. Right arm comes up, exact side of the head, body straightens up to brush the knee, empty step. Then our two blocks or our two slaps, we turn the body to bring that across. As it comes down, the other one comes up, turn the body to come back across, and then we're going to bring that right hand up as we draw the toe in. Once it's up, we turn it over so it's facing the front, ready for brush knee. Okay, so I recommend just, you know, watch this a few times, and once you've watched it a few times, then you know you should be able to put it together. So I'll put up together from the beginning up to there, and yeah, we'll see how we go with that. Okay, so I might go with my back to the camera this time. Okay, so in our upright stance, we're stepping out. And our palms are in towards each other. There's a bit of spiral, the hands are getting a little closer to each other. Sinking first, upper body sinking, then legs sinking. Okay, turning, drawing in to hold the ball. And we've rolled this left hergu point in. We step, open up. Turning the body, sink. Draw back. Again, trying to make sure this sinks down rather than popping up. Turn, got left hand on top of the ball, right hand under, again we spiral that into block, step, open up, and sink. One more time, rock back, turn, squash the ball as we step in, spiral that left hergu point in, and then opening up. Then we're going to do our little half step in as we turn left. And then we turn right into white crane, right hand protecting the side of the head, body releases to brush the knee, empty step. Then our two blocks or two slaps, turning, drawing that one down, other one comes up, turning back to the right, draw the toe in, set up for brush knee, turning that right hand down so the fingers are to the front. Okay, next little bit is this brush knee move. Again, I'll just face the camera here for this. This one, we want to have a splitting action. So one elbow going this way a bit, one elbow going that way a bit, okay? Primarily this right elbow is kind of really staying actually where it is, but relative to your body, it's moving. So because your body is turning left, if that elbow maintains its position in space, there's a split, okay? So we've got this sort of position here, and as we turn, that brings this left hand to brush across. And again here, nearly everyone at first will do this sort of action where they'll come from the shoulder. They'll get here, they'll do this with their arm, then they'll step, and then they'll press, okay? We really want to feel that we're sinking down a little and turning to make that happen, okay? Once we're just past the knee there, we can step and press, and tailbone sinking down to bring this up. If the tailbone is up, you'll tend to be tilted forward, the hand will be low, your tailbone tucks under. And when we did the Tai Chi walking, we talked about getting this rock of the pelvis, this little pendulum happening, okay? So here, you know, we've sunk down, we want to feel that little rock of the pelvis brings that move up, okay? So if I do that facing this way from white crane again, I've got right hand up there, left foot out on empty step, turning to block across, turning to block back across, drawing the toe in right, fingers come up, turn that right palm down, and sink and turn to brush the knee. And then step, getting that little rock through the pelvis. We do the brush knee move 3 times. This hip again folds in and down, so it's coming in and down, turning our left palm up, and it's going to scoop forward. Our right hand comes in near the elbow. We can turn that left hand over. Again, we split as we sink and turn, step and press. Okay, again, sinking here, fold in and down, so in and down, and then this is coming across to block, this one is coming up. This one, you could think about this as kind of pulling someone in and giving someone a jab in the belly or the ribs or under the armpit, varying the height, could be, you know, belly, groin, underarm, solar plexus, all that sort of thing, okay? And then again, we have our separate, step, and press. Okay, so if we want to think about the application of this, the primary application for our family's application of this move is there's a low kick or punch coming in, and you're brushing it out of the way, and then potentially, as you turn, this hand is coming in, so you might still have your hand on top of their leg or on top of their arm, drawing them in so they're a little bit off balance, and then striking with the fingers, and then boom, okay? The fingers can be the primary striking point or the palm, okay? Using the heel of the hand, okay? But we want to try and keep the fingers leading until right at the end, and then extend, okay? And we don't want this hand, either hand, too floppy, okay? And my right hand, because it doesn't work as well as it should, tends not to have quite the structure, the openness that it should. Really want a nice open structure. You want to have extension without tension and relax without collapse. So a hand like that, it's relaxed but it's collapsed, it's got no structure. A hand like that is tense, okay? So we want to be a little bit extended but not tense, but not collapsed either. And we're looking for that all the time in the moves, okay? Sense of openness, light stretch, not stiff, not tense, okay? So that's probably a good enough chunk to have a look at for now. And if you can get through that bit, again, it's best to really try and feel like really confident with a bit before you move on to the next bit. So watch this video a number of times, go back to the Tai Chi walking video if you need to, and hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll have another one for you soon.